Welcome back to Firearms and Fellowship. What do we have on the table today? Man, look at that. That is a Winchester Model 72. What a gem. I uh, I picked this up at the local getting spot today, and man, let me tell you, you have to hold one of these rifles to appreciate the quality. Um, it's a heavy rifle, coming in at almost 6 pounds. But man, the quality, the fit and finish, and I'll get you off the tripod before we're done and give you some close-ups of this rifle. Let's talk about the Model 72. It came out in 1938 and it ran till 1959. Now there was a break, of course, during World War II. So from 38 to 43 is considered uh, the pre-war version. Now, is this a pre-war version? It's hard to say. Um, there's a long thread over on Rimfire Central that talks about this rifle, and they try to figure out because there's no serial numbers, so it's hard to nail down. But you can look at certain features on this rifle and kind of see about where it was produced. Look, so let's talk a little bit about this. From 38 to 43, they sold 40,566. And then after the war, uh, they continued production and they ended up selling a total of 161,412 of them. Now, the pre-war version came with a peep sight, or you could order it with the rear barrel mounted sight, or you could get one that had scope rings, and you could get either a 2 3/4 power scope or a 5 power scope. Now, obviously, this one has the barrel mounted rear sight. Now, after the war, there was a memo sent out. I got this from AG, let's see, yeah, AGS on Rimfire Central. There was a memo that came out talking about how they wanted to sort of upgrade the 72. And the reason that they wanted to do that was to compete with the Remington Model 512. And so after the war, um, they added a chrome bolt. Um, what else? Or I'm sorry, a nickel plated bolt, um, trigger guard, and trigger, and added grooves to the trigger. Now this one is blued um, bolt, trigger guard, and a smooth blued trigger. There was some other changes internally. Um, one being that the magazine or the follower was switched over to sort of the longer, thinner follower. So this is the first version of the follower, and it's steel. It's not a brass follower. Another thing that they added on the what they eventually called the 72A was grooves for a scope mount, and this one has them. Now the stock on this appears to be the original pre-war version of the stock. So there's a little bit of investigation that I'm going to have to do to determine exactly what this rifle is. But man, it's in really good shape. It's not a 100% rifle. It's not a 95% rifle, but it's probably somewhere in the 90%. We'll kind of look at some of the things that ding it back a little bit, but that's okay. That's what I want. I don't want a perfect rifle because then I wouldn't want to shoot it. And I shoot all of my rifles. So it's nice to find one of these in really good shape and one that we don't mind. We don't mind shooting. And yeah, this is an original rifle that's been really well cared for. So let me get you off of the tripod there, and we'll just take a closer look at some of the features of this rifle because it is just a real beauty. So here we can take a look inside how the mechanism works. It's got a nice, tight, solid lockup. We've got two big old beefy extractors there. The finish on this is really, really good. There's a couple little flaws that we'll see. One, you can see how it's lightened right here. Well, that's just from somebody holding it and actually shooting it. The barrel is in pretty good shape. Just a little bit of, time. This rifle's almost 100 years old. So, still got our little red paint down there. Yeah, look at the fit on this thing. I mean, just incredible. The way they made rifles back then. Just so much better. So much better. You can see the bluing has worn off of the bolt some. That's okay. Let me turn this around so that we can get a good look at the other side. Okay. Now here's the roll stamp. We've got Made in USA, Winchester Repeating Arms, patent pending. So this is an earlier version. Model 72, 22 short, long, and long rifle written out. Now on the later models, it'll say S, L, and LR. Show you some of the stamping. Now I think some of the later rifles, between the barrel and the magazine tube on the bottom side of the barrel, there would be stamped 2 digits, and that would tell you what year it was made in. But again, we can see a little bit of lightning here where the hand would have been, and then right here where the previous owner would have put his cheek. But yeah, just a really, really clean rifle. Here's the butt pad. You can see it doesn't look like the screws have ever been turned on that. Let's get a look at the underside of this. Now there is one thing that has been monkeyed with on this rifle, and it kind of made my head hurt for a minute trying to figure out what was going on the grip cap. There's a cap here, and this is not original because we can look, and I don't know if you can see the dates there, but it says 1894 to 1994, and there's a Phillips screw there. So somebody has added that cap at some point, but that's okay. Yeah, and we bought this to shoot. So we're going to get this out on the range, probably be tomorrow, but man, I am really, really looking forward to shooting this. I've had a 52. Well, I still have a 52. It's on a consignment rack right now. And I've got a couple 74s, which came after this. And those are tube fed as well, but they feed up through the buttstock. I think I've made a couple videos about those. But anyways, guys, I just wanted to show you the new rifle that we added, and let me know what you guys know about these. Put it down in the comments. I'm still learning about the 72, but I can tell you just from holding it and handling it, um, it's a nice quality rifle, and we'll get it apart and kind of poke around at it a bit and see if it squeals. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, have a great day. God bless.